Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the regular scheduled Taber Town Council meeting for January 26, 2026. First off, we have a subdivision authority meeting, so I will call that meeting to order and ask for the adoption of the agenda as presented, please. Councillor Firth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 3, adoption of the minutes. Item 3.1, minutes, regular meeting of Subdivision Authority, December 15th, 2025. Mr. Tebow?
Administration has no adjustments to the minutes. Back over to council.
Right. Anything arising? Councillor Sorensen?
I'd just be prepared to make the motion that the Subdivision Authority adopts the minutes of the regular meeting of Subdivision Authority held on December 15th, 2025 as presented.
Right. Thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item number 4, subdivision applicants. Item 4.1, subdivision TT 25-0-011. Mr. Tebow.
I'll ask if Ms. Hillary Jansen could come forward and walk council through the subdivision authority request.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Jansen. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and the rest of council acting as the subdivision authority this afternoon. Before you, I have an application for subdivision. It was submitted on December the 9th, and it's to subdivide a 0.268 hectare parcel in our industrial area into 2 lots. What they want to do is create not quite equal size, but 2 lots out of that one parcel. The proposed subdivision area is zoned light industrial, so our M1 district, and the proposed lots do meet the size requirements as per that M1 district. They would need to have water and sewer services for the newly subdivided lots, and access to the parcels would be off respectively 54th and 55th Street. So within the cul-de-sac there would be one access, and then on 54th there would be another access. And we would have a servicing agreement to cover off those things as per our development agreement policy. The package was reviewed and circulated to internal and external stakeholders. I have included the external comments in your agenda package. There was no comments, there was comments, but there was no concerns with regards to the subdivision as proposed. This application was also mailed out to all the adjacent landowners, and no comments or concerns were received. The MD was circulated on this particular application because they own the land across the street. So that's why they provided comments with no concerns, as you can see from your package. So with that information, we have recommended an approval of the subdivision, TT 25-0-011. There are the 4 conditions outlined in your recommendation, with the reasons that this subdivision does meet the subdivision and development regulations, section 9, and that it also meets the criteria of the zoning for the M1 district. So with that, I will turn it back to you, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Thank you very much. So nothing arising, no questions, concerns, fairly straightforward, I think. All right, so I'm prepared to make that motion. Councillor Sorensen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make the motion that the Subdivision Authority approve subdivision TT 25-0-011, Plan 121, 1972, Block 2, Lot 68 in the Northwest 5-10-16 west of the 4th with the following conditions.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. And just ask for motion to close the meeting, please. All right, motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. All right, moving on to the regular scheduled Taber Town Council meeting. Call that meeting to order and ask for the adoption agenda as presented as well, please. Councillor Renford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I can make a motion that council adopts the minutes of the regular meeting of council held on January 12th, 2026 as presented.
All right, sorry, sir. Just ask for an adoption agenda. So you're going a little bit ahead. Do you want to go with that? Do you want to go with that?
I'll adopt the agenda as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table, all in favor? Carried now, thank you. Okay. Okay, Councilor Sorensen, any other question? Okay. All right, adoption of minutes, item 4.1, minutes regular council meeting, January 12th, 2026. Councilor Renfro.
I'll make a motion to adopt the minutes of the regular meeting of the council held on January 12th, 2026 as presented.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table, all in favor? Carried now, thank you. Item 5, Business Horizon Ardon bylaws. Item 6.1, bylaw 6-2026 text amendment. Mr. Tebow.
Again, we'll have Ms. Hillary Jansen come forward and speak to the text amendment that's come our direction.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. So we have received an application for a text amendment to the town's land use bylaw. The applicant wishes to amend the definition of a slab-on-grade house. They are planning on building a slab-on-grade house, but it did not meet the size requirements as per that definition. As you can see in my agenda report, when you have a specific size requirement in a definition, we can't waive that. There's no ability for the Development Authority to waive that type of requirement. And so with that, they have requested for that size requirement or maximum be removed from the definition. And so as you can see in the 2, it would just remove that definition or the size. Nothing else has been changed with regards to the requirements of a slab-on-grade house. So upon first reading of the bylaw, we would proceed with the advertising of the application in order to gain feedback from the public. The public hearing would potentially be at the either at the end of, it would be either in February 9th or 23rd. I had it just as the 23rd, but I think we can move that up if possible. With that, I will turn it back to you, Mr. Chair, for any questions or comments.
All right, thank you. Any questions arising? All right, Councilor Wiebe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just have a question. It looks like the wording, shall not have a basement was taken out. Was that purposeful?
No. It was not on purpose. So because of the nature of a slab-on-grade house, we would have no basement. So that's, I think, why we changed that. But I mean, if council would want, we can always put that back in just to make sure that there's some clarity.
All right, thank you. Councilor Sorensen.
Thank you. And to Hillary, I think we have made considerations or variances for basements. Is that correct in that area?
That was with the multi-story developments, not a slab-on-grade house. Essentially, by definition, would not have a basement because it's a slab on the ground. So,
Okay.
the only concessions made for basements have been with the multi-unit developments within the meadows. So that's a different situation that we were currently looking into.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments? Someone prepared to make that motion? Councilor Antonuc.
Yeah, I'd be prepared to make that motion. Are we wanting to make it without, because it seems like by definition, it's fine the way it is. Is there anyone who's, before I put that motion out there? Okay, all right. I move that council gives first reading to bylaw 6-2026 to amend land use bylaw 13-2020.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimous. Thank you. On to item 7, action items, item 7.1, Southeast Area Structure Plan Update. Mr. Tebow.
Just going to get Jackson on the line here for us, and he's going to go through a presentation. Jackson is from Invitech, I believe is the name. Just give me a second here.
In Vistatech?
It's InvizTech.
Invitech. Okay, so Jackson, I've got you online, and I'm not sure if you wanted to share your screen or how you wanted to go through the presentation, but council can hear you, and I'm hoping you can see us and hear us.
Yep, I can see you guys and hear you. I can share my screen. Let me know if you all can see it as well.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Jackson, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, good afternoon, Mayor and Councilors. So my name is Jackson Kostyuk. I am a planner with Investec Consulting, and I'm speaking today to introduce and provide an overview of the Southeast Area Structure Plan project. Oh, I think I have to go next slide here. There we go. So in October 2025, Investec selected the town of, the town of Taber selected Investec Consulting to complete a new area structure plan called the Southeast ASP, which is located within both the town of Taber and the municipal district of Taber. This ASP will act as a guide for future development and serve as the long-term growth plan for the area. So the project team consists of the town of Taber, led by Hillary, and Investec Consulting, who is the prime consultant for the project. Investec has retained a group of sub-consultants to complete several supporting studies, including a desktop geotechnical assessment by Prairie Geo, a commercial market assessment by M3 Development Management, and a Phase 1 environmental assessment by Basin Environmental. A little bit about Investec. So Investec was established in 2010, and we provide professional consulting services in planning, civil engineering, transportation engineering, landscape architecture, and construction management. We are driven by 3 core values of innovation, integrity, and excellence. The study area for the ASP is shown on this slide. So the blue line represents the municipal boundary between the town and the MD, and the red dashed line shows the boundary of the ASP. So as mentioned, the ASP involves lands in both the town and the MD. The ASP is broken down into 4 phases. Phase 1 was initiated in October 2025, which included finalizing an engagement strategy to outline future engagement with the public and stakeholders. In May 2025, the project team progressed to Phase 2, which started with a background research report to analyze existing conditions, policy, demographics, and infrastructure. At this point, the sub-consultant reports were initiated. Investec also completed a site visit and held the first public open house, which will be discussed on the following slide. Following this presentation to Council, Investec will continue with a draft vision statement and land use concept prior to proceeding to Phase 3. Phase 3 includes the bulk of the ASP and engineering report drafting and is expected to take place from February to May 2026. Phase 3 will conclude with a second public open house event and formal review and circulation of the draft ASP and engineering reports by administration. Once the review is complete, Phase 4 will involve finalizing the ASP and engineering reports and proceeding through the approvals process to adopt the ASP. So public open house number 1 was held on December 4th, 2025 at the Parkside Manor of Taber from 6 to 8 p.m. Invitations and background surveys were mailed to all 747 landowners in the ASP area and adjacent communities. The purpose of the event was to introduce the project team, provide a brief introductory presentation about the project background and ASP purpose, and receive insights into the community from residents and stakeholders. The event was jointly hosted by Investec and the town and included 2 workshop-style activities. In total, 40 people attended the event. Following the open house, a What We Heard report was finalized and posted to the Southeast ASP project webpage on January 21st. The What We Heard report is a comprehensive overview of the feedback received from both the public open house and the background survey. As mentioned, the background survey was sent along with the open house invitations, and in total 50 responses were received. Overarching engagement themes included the desire for an improved transportation network, an upgraded infrastructure, new parks and open spaces, and support for complementary residential and employment growth. Over the final week of January, the project team will be finalizing the draft vision statement, land use concept, and sub-consultant technical reports. Once these tasks are completed and Phase 3 is initiated, the draft ASP and engineering reports are scheduled for completion by the end of March 2026. The town will then review and circulate the ASP and reports in April and provide Investec with comments to finalize all deliverables in May. The approvals process is expected to begin in June, with the ASP targeted for approval in August 2026, pending council scheduling. The second public house is also tentatively scheduled for spring 2026. It will be near the end of March or beginning of April. Thank you, Mayor and Councilors, for your time today. We look forward to continuing our work with with administration, residents, and stakeholders on the Southeast ASP.
All right, thank you, Jackson, for your presentation. Appreciate that very much.
You're welcome.
Any questions whatsoever? No, I think we're all good. Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you.
Councillor Sorensen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There is a recommendation that council receives the update for information.
All right,
I'd like to make that motion.
very well. All right, motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you.
Thanks, Jackson. We'll see you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
On to item 7.2, destruction of municipal documents. Mr. Tebow.
We'll have Mr. Rob Osmond come forward and speak to this one. This is something that happens typically each year.
All right, Mr. Oswald.
Thank you very much, Council. So yes, before you today, because our bylaw regarding the destruction of municipal documents requires that before any documents are destroyed, that we get the authorization of council to destroy the documents that are listed in the policy. Attached to the item are the list of all the categories of documents that are tagged for destruction. This is 2017 and 2018 for a large number of documents. And then there are a couple of others that have different year ranges. So in the bylaw itself, different documents have different disposal dates. So this is just a list of what we have available. If council approves these documents for destruction, we use contracted shredding service, and the destruction is witnessed by a representative from administration.
All right, thank you. Councillor Sorensen.
Just so you actually have a question about this. Is there anything electronical kept for this type of data, and is that destroyed then too somehow?
So typically, if we have electronic records, those are also deleted as well. So they're destroyed. The goal is to not maintain records beyond those retention thresholds, because it helps us manage data requirements and also requests. The information we're talking about here is coming up on nearly 10 years old. So it's well past its kind of time when it's going to deliver good information. But yes, we do clear out the electronic versions as well.
I'd be prepared to make a
Okay,
motion.
very well, sure.
Mayor. That council approves the destruction of the documents identified in the attached list as per the retention period identified in Schedule A of bylaw number 10-99, retention of municipal documents.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 7.3, proclamation request. Wear Red Canada Day. Mr. Tebow.
So a proclamation request came in to administration that we have forwarded on to council through the council package. I don't have really much more information or any more information than what was put in front of council. I don't recall seeing this request in the past, in the last 4 years that I've been here, so I don't know if anyone else has seen it previously, but that's in front of council for your consideration.
All right, thank you. Any discussion, questions, information? Councillor Sparks,
I'm prepared to make a motion, Mayor Prokop.
very well.
Make a motion that council thanks the Wear Red Canada Club for their letter and accepts a Wear Red Canada Day proclamation request as information only.
All right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 7.4, board appointment request, Tabor Safe Haven. Mr. Tebow.
So at a previous meeting, council asked administration to go away and talk to Safe Haven about a voting position or a non-voting position. As it turns out, when our request came their way, there turned out to be a vacancy. And so it would be a voting position if council had an appetite to be part of the Safe Haven's Women's Shelter board. So back over to council for deliberation.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tebow. I'm not sure, did I see anything in there that they actually clarified what day that is? They meet, I think, 10 out of 12 months, but was it an actual day? First Monday? First Monday, okay. All right, thank you. All right, any questions, comments? Councilor Renfro.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I lost the MPC one, so I guess if somebody's looking for it, the only thing with it first Monday is I am on the Chamber of Commerce, which meets on the first Monday. So I imagine that's probably a conflict right now that I just thought of that. But so I guess if somebody else is looking that way, just give them a chance.
All right, thank you. Councilor Sparks.
And if no one else puts their name up for this, I can certainly take that challenge on if needs be to go on this, on the Safe Haven Women's Shelters Board. If it conflicts with Councilor Renfro,
Nope,
it doesn't, so you're good with it?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, no, with a Monday, it's gonna, then I'm gonna miss. So. I'm good.
All right, Councilor Firth.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks to Councillor Sparks for stepping up. I'm willing to make a motion to that effect.
All right,
I move that council appoints Councillor Sparks to the Tabor Safe Haven Women's Shelter Board until the 2026 organizational meeting.
all right, thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously, thank you. All right, item 7.5, letter request Star Theater Society for Tabor Arts and Recreation. Mr. Tebow.
So again, I'll speak to this one on Recreation's behalf. An email came forward actually to our Recreation group, and the Star Theater Board was also wondering if we could have a council member on there. And so to that end, it's in front of you for your consideration.
All right, thank you. Any questions? Councilor Antonuc.
Just as I'm over Arts and Heritage on that committee, and it hasn't really had much action, I just kind of figured that it'd be a natural fit for me unless someone else wanted it.
No, I think it's all good. Yeah. All right, thank you. Councilor Sorensen? Or Councilor Whedon? Any question too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you're good. Okay, Councilor
Thank you,
Whedon.
Mr. Mayor. I motion that council appoints Councillor Antonuc to the Star Board as a voting member until the 2026 council organizational meeting.
Thank you. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously. Thank you. Item 7.6, proposed renewal recognition of service. Mr. Tebow.
Perfect. I'll ask that Ms. Brittany Gilbertson speaks to this policy.
Sorry. Hi, Mayor and Council. So this
afternoon.
policy is up for its 3-year renewal. Administration doesn't have a lot of changes to it. Just trying to find it here. So we're just asking for the section to be removed that talks about the designated recognition event. We haven't held that for a number of years. I think following COVID is when we stopped doing that. We removed the MPC as it's no longer a board. And the other portion that we were looking to remove was just the wording requesting that the town logo be on the gifts that are given. Following the last recognition event, we had quite a few requests for things like gift cards and just things that we couldn't really put a town logo on. So we just thought that would open it up a little bit to give gifts for that. And then we're open for any questions that you may have.
All right. Thank you. Anything arising? Councilor Renfro.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm ready to make a motion that council approves the recognition of service, elected officials and board members policy C3 as presented.
All right. Thank you. Councilor Firth, you had a question, comment? Okay. Thank you. All right. Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried now. Thank you. Item 7.7, information for council. Mr. Tebow.
As typical under this, there is no motions required. There is something that's entitled a letter of request. But council has already provided the budget for this letter of request from the Old Man Watershed, so this would just be additional information and Mr. Doug Kopp's sort of annual presentation. Their annual report was put in right behind that, which was part of your package. Again, I wouldn't be able to speak a whole bunch to that, and there's no representatives here from the Old Man Watershed Council this year to present. I think they have in the past, but nothing this year. And the very last information item was just a board report from Chinook Arch that they asked be included into the package. So with that, over to council.
Thank you. Just a clarification on that, the Old Man Watershed. Are they behind on this? Are they delayed with this ask or this information? As you say, they normally attend somebody.
I honestly can't remember what time of year that they typically offer this report, so I don't know if it's behind previous years or not.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's get all that covered. And no motion required there, correct?
Correct.
All right. On to item 7.8, department reports. Go through those individually. If you have any questions, please advise. First off, Recreation Department report. Planning and Development report. Economic Development report. Fire Department report. Councillor Weeb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't have a question. I just would like to commend the fire department on continuing the Lights Ablaze event. It clearly requires a significant investment of time and involvement from the members, and it's wonderful to see the youth all lined up for Santa that evening. I also truly appreciate the department's efforts to help bring Christmas to local households through their support for Toys for Tots and the Tabor Food Bank's Stuff a Bus events.
All right, thank you. On to Administrative Service report. Facilities Management report. Engineering and Public Works report. Water and Wastewater report. And CAO Operational report. Mr. Thibault.
Just a comment, this is the first time that administration has put forward this new format, so we were wondering if there were any comments from council. Is there anything missing? Do you like what you see? Did you like it better, the old version, or just some feedback for administration would be helpful?
All right, thank you, Councillor Firth.
That's actually exactly the comment I was going to make, is that I really like the new format. I feel like it does a better job of highlighting what's happening each month rather than, because a lot of the things are the same every month, I'm like, which I understand is a big part of the job, I'm like, and it's still important, but I think sometimes you skim that and then sometimes you miss some of the important information, so I do like this format. And I also just wanted to say thank you to everybody at the Town of Tabor, Emergency Services, Facilities, Public Works, Rec, Admin, for the response after the explosion at the arena. I know it's been a little while, but I was highlighted in the facilities management, the dedication shown by the 3 staff members. I'm like, so yes, thank you to the facilities people, but just to everybody. It was a great response to a not so great event, so thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Councillor Sorensen?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And there was a comment during our police commission meeting that they kind of wanted like a monthly update provided to council also. I'm not sure if Mr. Thibault remembers that or...
Yep, they've typically sent it to us. I don't know that it always lines up with our departmental reports because they specifically didn't want it called a departmental report, just information to council, and I don't think we have anything sitting with us at this point for their last month's report.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Councillor Firth.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Mayor, through to Councillor Sorensen. It has come through. It's usually like a 1-pager, and it's just in a separate information to council. I think we saw it, I don't know, last month? I know we've seen it at least once, I think, so.
Yeah, thank you. I just didn't see it this time, so I just didn't know if it was monthly or bi-monthly. Okay, thank you.
All right. right, thank you. Okay. Nothing further on that? No motion required, right?
No, we're good.
All right. On to item 7.9, Mayor and Council reports. Councilor Sparks, you start us off, please. All right, thank you, Councilor Rumford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I attended the SACA AGM, which was lots of fun. I went to the TDHF, Tabor District Housing Foundation Strategic Planning, and I just want to congratulate the nominees and winners of the Chamber of Commerce Awards Night. That was on Friday, and that's it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Councilor Weeb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I attended all of the meetings I was required to attend and the Chinook Arch Board orientation. I also attended the Quick Dick McDick event at the Tabor Ag Place. Don't say that 3 times fast, it's really hard. And the Tabor Chamber of Commerce Annual Awards and Dinner Evening, as Councilor Renford said. It was a lovely evening, and congratulations to all of the nominees and those who won. And that's everything for me.
All right, thank you, Councilor Firth.
Thank you. I attended Public Works 101, the Fire Department Awards Night, cross-border podcast interview. I had a Police Review Commission Zoom meeting, a regular Police Commission meeting, where we had a presentation regarding the expansion of the police station. So heads up, we'll probably be seeing a presentation to council in that regard. And I was really sorry to miss the Chamber of Commerce Awards, but I'm glad to hear it was a good night, and congratulations to all the winners.
All right, thank you, Councilor Antlock.
I attended all my scheduled meetings and then also completed my AEMA training, which was a beast of a training, but got it all done.
All right, thank you, Councilor Sorensen.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I attended all my meetings and did some training also with fellow councilor members, and I too want to congratulate everyone, well-deserved of the awards at the this annual Chamber of Commerce Awards Night.
All right, thank you. For me, I did attend the Filipino Christmas dinner invite once again this year, and as well as the Filipino BSTAC year-end invite. I also attended the Fireman's Award Night recognition nights. Congratulations to all those award winners for all their accolades and many efforts. I also attended with Amy Lalani and Elvira with our new business welcome visits. And I also attended the Chamber of Commerce Awards Night, and congratulations to all the many winners there, and very good evening, very well done, very nice event all the way around. Thank you. And that's all I have. All right. We do have a delegation at 5 p.m. Any media inquiries at this stage, Mr. Thibault? None.
No, there are no media inquiries.
All right, so do we want to go into closed session to take care of a little bit of business before?
Yeah, we skimmed through this pretty quickly. If there was a 2/3 majority vote, we certainly could head into closed session items. Get a couple of them looked after before the meal break.
Sure. Okay, is that favorable to everybody tonight? All right. Okay, let's ask for a motion to move into closed session, please.
I'll make that motion to move into closed session.
Motion on the table. All in favor? Carried unanimously, thank you.
it is that he's looking to discuss.
All right, sure, thank you. Mr. Grant Angus, welcome.
How you doing all?
Good yourself?
Good, good.
Either stand or sit, whichever you prefer, but
I don't mind standing. I kind of ran across some bylaws, just in general, with regards to a couple things that were going on in the neighborhood. And I noticed that the noise bylaw didn't really differentiate between construction and noise. There was kind of an overlapping bunch of words that kind of threw it together. And all I did was I just took it and I just differentiated the two of them, separating the noise bylaw from construction bylaw. And the construction bylaw actually needs a little bit more work because I know that we're going to be getting into maybe a little bit more commercial construction, which is going to need another avenue that needs to be opened up, distance away from residential construction, residential homes and stuff like that. But the one thing, and I need my glasses actually, hold on. The one thing that I did notice with the noise component of the construction bylaw is that the construction companies were allowed to get deliveries, allowed to work, allowed to run excessive machinery from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. I mean, some instances all night long. So I think it needs to be broken down a little bit further, and you guys can figure that one out a little bit more if need be. But basically, construction hours that I just thought would be a better way to do it would be from 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. so that people, getting their kids down and getting ready for work for the next day can get to bed at a reasonably good time. And then the quiet hours basically run from 8:30 p.m. Hold on a second. And then we've got no construction company or persons working on a construction site during the quiet hours of 8:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. So basically from 8:30 p.m. to the morning at 7 a.m., then they could start receiving deliveries, start putting equipment on site, start doing that sort of thing. And I think that's just a little bit more contagion of how the community should be working, or the construction people should be working within the community, because it's really annoying. It's when someone's got their heaters going at 1:30 in the morning and they're getting concrete deliveries at 5:30 a.m. as we had. And so along with the quiet hours that I've just brought to your attention is there's no working past 5 o'clock. This is what I figure should be happening, because this is what I've seen in other municipalities. No construction work after 5 p.m. on a Saturday until Monday at 7 a.m. or until 7 a.m. on Monday the following week or the following Monday. So basically, there's no working on Sunday for construction companies with getting deliveries, getting all that kind of all their stuff in play, or guys pounding nails all day long on Sundays. I think it should be a day of quiet. That's me, though. I think that's what I've had to deal with in the past, and I just think it's fair. It's fair to the people of the community, right? Fair to the people of the town. And then the only changes that I've really done, I don't really think that I've done any changes to no, I think other than maybe, I don't know, I didn't really do too much noise, breaking down the noise component that much. But you may see something in there that may be different. I unfortunately didn't grab the right paper. I left the noise bylaw at home, but it's pretty close to this. I'm sorry. My apologies. I don't know if you have any questions. If there's, I just thought that I would hand it in and have you guys kind of like rifle through it and find a good working component that would suit the community, right?
all right. Well, thank you, Grant, for your presentation. Any questions for Grant whatsoever? Counselor Sorensen?
No, I just want to thank you for your presentation. I think it's a valid concern that you brought forward, and I appreciate you bringing it to council so that we can look at this, review it, and make necessary changes as we see fit.
Well, thank you. I thought it was something that needed to be looked at. It just resonated with me, so thank you for having me in.
Okay, thank you, Grant. Appreciate that. All right, just a motion to move into our break. Yep. Motion on the table, all in favor? Carried unanimous, thank you.